Coming up on their 61st season, the Williams Lake Studio Theatre is one of the longest-running community theatre groups in BC. And while the club has advanced to become a highly recognized, talented theatre group, unfortunately, their quaint theatre hasn't quite kept up.
We've been the last 6 years, or last 8 out of 10 years, our Williams Lake Studio Theatre production has won our Zone Festival and gone down to main stage in Kamloops. The last 2 years running in Kamloops, we've actually received some of the major awards. So people across the province are starting to realize, hey, Williams Lake they're doing some pretty remarkable stuff right there. But the theatre itself, it's old.
The cozy 98-seat theatre is showing its age, and the audiences are starting to notice.
Our seating right now is our biggest problem. Like I said, we took a survey over the last couple seasons from our patrons at the plays, and the biggest complaint by far is our seats.
These faded orange seats were bought used nearly 20 years ago, and there's no patchwork that can hold them together any longer.
They are very uncomfortable. You can't move even the slightest little bit, or they're squeaking and they're falling apart, and they're really stained. They were about 20 years old when we put them in 20 years ago, so they've run their course.
Although the seats are their main focus and priority, there's no denying that the entire theatre needs a bit of work.
But as you come in the doors here, you'll look, if you can, I don't know if you can see on the floor with your camera, we got a throw rug here that's taped to the floor because underneath it is a huge, great big stain that really looks disgusting when you first walk in. We've got other big stains on the carpet right there, and just to your right there, we've got more big stains. So that's what you see when you first come in, and that's just not inviting at all. When you come in further into the theater, you see our really nice orange seats with the big stains on them, and every seat is stained. It's not a matter of whether they're stained or not, it's how big is the stain. And they're all noisy, every one of them. So you know, you sit in them, you can't move. Sound and lighting area. This stack of equipment right here, none of it works. So it's just kind of piled off to the side here. And when we have our production going, we have to bring in our stereo system and hook it up. This mixer board here is no good. The 1 amp down here, only half of it works. And of course a cassette player, well, nobody uses cassettes anymore, so none of this is very good at all. Some here that, you know, you can still see, like these big old heavy things here with this old wiring. I mean, these things have been around for, I don't even know how old these would be, probably since 1950s, these lights. Our current sound system right now, we're using one of our members, their father's good house stereo system for our sound system right now, because ours just does not work anymore. So we've got some big brown speakers up on both sides of the theater that provide our sound.
Whether it's $5, $50, or $500, any donation is much appreciated.
The seating project itself, just to replace the seats, is going to cost us approximately $30,000 once it's all said and done. But that's just for the seats. That doesn't include carpeting or anything, you know, structural that might have to be changed when the new seats go in. And once we take those seats out and tear those stands apart, we might find other problems. Up to now, we've raised close to $20,000 already through you know, corporate sponsorships mainly right now. And so we've got a ways to go. Our goal is close to $40,000. Currently, what we're doing is for general public, patrons, theater members, anybody that wants to contribute to the cause. We're selling seat sponsorship right now for $300 a seat. And if you sponsor a seat, your name will be on that seat forever until the seats ever have to be replaced again, which won't be for a long time. So $300 might be a little bit too much for people, but they still may want to contribute, right? You know, you've been to a few plays over the years, you want to contribute $50, you know, more than welcome, and everybody that contributes to our refurbishing plan will get recognized in the theater here at Somehow.
Donation forms can be found on the Studio Theater's website or the Open Book Store in downtown Williams Lake. For Go in Williams Lake, I'm Christina Jung.